Welcome to Binge Watchers, where we talk about the stories and characters we love and the shows they live in. My name is Ron, and let's talk about the new Netflix original, The Get Down. The Get Down is a musical drama set in the 1970s. The story follows a group of kids as they deal with the harsh realities of living in the Bronx. When I say musical drama, I don't mean that this is a musical where people just sing instead of talk. I mean that this is a drama about music, and music is the heart and soul of this show. As of making this video, Netflix has only graced us with the 6 first episodes of the first season, with another 6 coming in 2017? What? You've changed, Netflix. You've changed. So first of all, this show is a lot of fun. Everything is super fast-paced and very highly stylized. So this show is visually very interesting and engaging. Absolutely everything that has to do with music in this show is phenomenal. Every single episode has incredible performances, songs of different styles, things kind of mashed together. It's great. The main character, Ezekiel, is what they call a wordsmith, a poet. So even his spoken word pieces are incredibly impressive. While the show is not based on any one true story, it's based on a story that could have happened or did happen in a bit of a different way at that time, at that place. DJs who are a huge part of the birth of the hip-hop scene, which is a large part of what this show's about, both contributed to this show and are portrayed in this show, like Grandmaster Flash. So while the specific story told in this show isn't necessarily real or realistic for that matter, it does tell a real story about the Bronx in the 1970s and the birth of hip-hop. That kind of thing is always super interesting to me. For better or for worse, that's pretty much everything this show was for me. The story itself was very simple and predictable. I was more interested in the setting, in Bronx in the 1970s, the hip-hop, the incredible musical numbers, the story itself, the thing that kind of loosely ties all this other stuff together, was simply not very interesting. The show pretty much just tells you, here's this guy, this is his motivation, here's this girl, this is her motivation, and then a few simple events lead to a cool visual or musical sequence. But keep in mind that I'm only talking about the 6 first episodes of the season. Who knows where they'll take it with the second half of the season. I guess they'll have to dig into the characters a bit more, because if the absolute highlight of every episode is a song, eventually I'm gonna stop watching the show and just watch the songs on YouTube. I mean, the soundtrack for this show is gonna be in my playlist the minute they release it on anything other than Apple Music, because, I mean, who uses Apple Music? Do you use Apple Music? But currently that was the main reason I enjoyed the show, the music, which is great because it means I still enjoyed the show. But during the more drama parts of this musical drama, I was kind of playing and checking Twitter on my phone. My issues with the story being a few levels beneath everything else in the show wouldn't really have been issues at all if it weren't for this. The episodes are way too long. The first episode is 1 hour and 20 minutes, and every subsequent episode is 55 or 60 minutes. And since you don't get a full hour of music, that leaves a lot of time to kill with a story that's overall pretty weak. Bottom line, should you watch it? I tried to do this part with a dance move, but then I tried it a few times and realized I'm just like the whitest guy ever, and it doesn't work. The Get Down is a lot of fun, and it does tell a powerful story. The problem is that that story is a bit incoherent and just a little bit boring. Mainly because it feels that the length of each episode really stretches things out. The beautiful broken world around that story, though, that's the interesting part. All the musical performances in this show are incredible. If you like hip-hop, definitely check out this show, but even if you just appreciate or like music being a big part of a story, a big part of a show, they do it very well here. If you're looking for a drama that's very character-driven, very story-driven, powerful performances, all of that, then this is probably not the show. Although, I don't know, maybe you should wait until the second half of the season comes out next year. Next year? What about you? Have you watched part 1 of season 1 of The Get Down? What do you think about it? Let me know your thoughts down below in the comments. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. It really helps out a lot. And if you're finding Binge Watchers for the first time, welcome. I'd like to invite you to join the Binge Watchers community. Come talk about TV with us. It's a lot of fun. Subscribe to the channel. But in any case, keep binging. And I will see you next time.